So in this video, I wanted to share with you an indicator that I created on TradingView. It is linked down below. And what this indicator does is it draws vertical lines at each hour close, and basically the 00 hour. And what this allows you to do is you can then use this indicator to look within an hour on a lower time frame and see the structure. So for instance, we're looking at the 5-minute time frame. Each one of these vertical lines is, so for instance, this one here is a close at 1500. This one here is a close at 1600. We can see what happens within that hour time frame. We can drop down to the 1 minute, get the same type of view. Another thing that you can do with this indicator, for instance, if I jump to another chart, is that we can use a multi-chart setup. You can see here on this multi-chart setup, if I can remove some of these lines here, we can see what we have here is we have that 1 hour up above. I remove this out of the way so we can get the 1 hour structure. We get the 15-minute structure so we can see how the 15-minute is developing. We can really get a good feel of what and kind of start creating rules and guidelines around how we would look at the intra-hour price action. And then as we roll down here, we have the 15-minute, we have the 5-minute, and then we have the 1 minute. Now these lines that you see on the chart is another indicator that is linked below, which is the hour close lines. And what this does is it plots the last 6 hours of closes. These are high probability reaction areas. You can see here on the 5-minute chart if we actually make this a little bit larger. And if we take a specific area, or we want to be more of an archaeologist on the chart, for instance, let's take this impulse move up here, this 5-minute move up here. And let's just take, we'll just say, okay, well this move, here's the low of this move, and then here is the actual high of this move. Now this move here set the tone for the following 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of price action that you can use. If we go down to the 1 minute time frame to kind of look at the 1 minute time frame and see how that stacks up, or how that actually unfolds here. You can see here this move here, this 1 hour move within this window right here and here. See, there's a big spike in volume. Really set the tone and gave you levels for trading the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of price action. And you can see by dividing this up in vertical lines, you can then clearly see, okay, well, with this hour here, for instance, we can clearly see that, okay, within this hour, this is a 50% mark, for instance, of this 1 hour. It's an important level. At some point, it was respected for a little bit. It's really playing around with this. Actually, right where you're at, you're in a no trading zone. You're in the middle of a range. There's really no edge here. If anything, since it broke these actual hour close. Now these other indicators, or these other lines that you see here, are the hour close lines. This plots the last 6 hours of closes. I don't know if I mentioned this in this video or not, but if I didn't, it's linked down below as well. Basically, it broke this hour close line. So you really could say, well, if you are trading Bitcoin futures, for instance, maybe what you're going to do is you would trade down to this level, or maybe you would see a test down to this close line down here. Really, this indicator allows you to see the intra-hour price action and to analyze it in a way where you can start creating rules. You can start looking at structure. It gives you a really good way to look at what's happening within the hour, which is what I call the golden time frame. If you're in my training, you're in my membership, you know I call that the golden time frame. There's a reason for that. It drives levels, reaction areas of a lot of different markets. So once again, finally, you'll find the link to this indicator down below. You'll find a link to the hour close lines as well. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.